Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. Saturday afternoon action on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the San Francisco Giants. All eyes on this team and what they've been able to do with their bats recently. Been ripping the cover off the ball.
Yeah, the way they've been putting up runs, it honestly looks like they've been taking BP out there, Boog. Excellent timing with their swings and clutch with runners on base. You name it, they're doing it. But can they keep this pace up today? That's what I want to find out.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway, and on the hill, Hayden Birdsong. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Next offering upstairs. Fastball is outside.
Ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Here's Profar down.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Harris aboard here at first with nobody out. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good eye right there.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Swings through that one. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Out to short, Wisely. Throws to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning, and now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, Grant Holmes. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Brett Wisely, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Off the plate that time. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, and there's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Gerard Encarnacion. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Harris makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
Profar sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. Matt Chapman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Harris. He makes the grab. And that is that. 1 left for San Francisco. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's Austin Riley. Birdsong back to work.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Just outside, and it's 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field, and Encarnacion brings it in. Then there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Matt Olson stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is down low. 1 out, bases empty. That one missed. The changeup missing. And now 3-1. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 down, bases empty. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Albies working through some struggles lately. 2 outs, bases empty. And a slider misses down and away.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Not in time, it's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Outside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. So now 2 on and 2 outs. And now it's going to be Drake Baldwin.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the inning, and now it's the Giants DH, Lawrence Butler. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
0-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball, right field. Acuna makes the catch for the out. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Ramos, an all-star a season ago, 25 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Swing and a foul straight back. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one down the line and foul ball.
Ball.
And a curve is down and in. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Takes it in for the out.
Well, that had RBI knock written all over it. Put a great swing on it, but a nice job on the infield to react and bring it down.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Nick Senzel, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Man on second, 2 down. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Harris makes the play, and that ends the inning. So the Giants leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Braves did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
On the ground. And he can't come up with it. Now batting Jurickson Profar. He reached on a walk his first time. That misses the zone. 1-0. Profar gets a piece there. Profar, who hails from Curacao. Same place that produced it. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw. Set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Hard hit to third. Sends it to Flores. Profar is out. Here's Acuna now.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Inside, just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey!
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Braves go down quickly here, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran catcher, Tom Murphy. That's out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. And out number 1 on the grab. Back to the top of the lineup, Brett Wisely, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. Late with the swing there.
0-2 is the count.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies slings to first in time. Gerard Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Out to short. Arcia. That's out number 3. Nothing doing there. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground to the left, Wisely. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Runner takes off. And that one in the air center field. Ramos. 2 down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Could be a big moment for him right here. He's sitting on 999 hits. 1 away from adding a comma to that total.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Close, but called the ball. Now 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Murphy up with it. To first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here in San Francisco. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And digging in for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. Curve in the dirt.
All these Giants definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Inside, almost got him. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Popped in the air, left field. Profar settles under it, makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Matt Chapman, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is lifted in the air. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Lawrence Butler. Flied to right his first time. That one not close. Ball 1. Ground ball to the right side. To first. And he has thrown 4. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Birdsong back to work. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. 1 away here in the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Drake Baldwin. And that's fouled off.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Right side, Senzel. Tosses to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup, Michael Harris II. Now at the plate, swing and a miss as he was late that time. Harris, in his 4th year, 24 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Senzel over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings. Back here at Oracle Park, and now the center fielder, Elliot Ramos. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Late swing fouled off. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Ground ball right side. Albies over to first in time. And that is out number 2. So 2 down now. And here is Nick Senzel. Pitch misses. 1-0. And that's ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Harris under it. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Now a slow roller to second. Senzel. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. 1 down, base is empty. In the air, foul off first. Flores makes the grab for the second out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. Landon Root will take over here.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Ozuna is out, and it's a 1-2. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Tom Murphy. Hit on the ground to short. Arcia. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 2. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That one fouled off. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now here is Herrera Encarnacion. His righty-lefty splits there. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Bullpen action out there for the Braves. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Jimenez also throwing, and there's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Anytime you rip a line.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Aaron Bummer.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And here is Bryce Eldridge. And there's a strike.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
This one in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 0 for 2 in this one. And fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Chapman gets a piece there.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out.
Line drive. And that gets down into the gap. And the Giants score first. It's 1-0. Harris fires it in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's the DH, Lawrence Butler. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Coming home. They add on as the run scores all the way from first.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Wilmer Flores getting ready to hit. Swing and a pop-up. Arcia. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And that drops in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Matt Olson up to the plate.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Chapman over to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Up the middle, Wisely. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Tom Murphy. And a big swing and a miss.
All these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's to third. Off balance beat. Here's one. On to Olsen. That's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Brett Wisely. Check swing, but he went too far.
0-1.
Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Two outs. That one almost got him. Out towards left center. Harris after it. Squeezes it. That is the inning. We go to the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Slings to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
In the dirt, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And misses inside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Murphy up with it. To first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. 2 down. Base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. That's in there. 0-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one finds the corner. Now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 63. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And digging in for San Francisco, Herrera Encarnacion. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul straight back. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fly ball center field. And there's one down. And up next for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Iglesias, the right-hander, also getting loose. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Matt Chapman will hit next. Right side, hard hit. Throw on to Olsen, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Back here in San Francisco. New inning getting started. And now Jurickson Profar. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that's down and away. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Fought off foul. He goes down looking. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Just missed. The Giants leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Up the middle, Senzel. And he's safe at first.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a...
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. So they turn to their closer, Ryan Walker.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And there's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's Austin Riley, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that one off the outside edge. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game.
Another outing, another save. That's his 20th of the season, and this was a good example of why they rely on him so heavily in these close games.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
You